Yeah, I'm guessing.
We are all brothers and sisters, children of the Night Mother and our dread father. Even lone assassins need a family. Introduce yourself to the others. They can provide advice and information, even support for your more challenging contracts.
Will I get contract work soon?
Eager, are you? That's
Yes!
good. Then go and talk to Elam Drawls. He handles lesser contracts for the new initiates. Prove yourself to him, and more interesting assignments will follow. Welcome to the family.
I'll go talk to him. By the way, are you like Mrs. Santa of the North Pole up here? You kind of got the white hair up here. Alright, I'll go.
Explore the sanctuary. Meet the others. At least the ones currently at home. I believe Green Venom Tongue, Kor, Hildegard, Mirabelle, Simbar, and Tannic are available. When you're done, Elam should have a new task for you to accomplish.
Tell me more about yourself, matron.
The past isn't something we talk about here.
Oh.
For most of us, our lives didn't really begin until we were called to serve the Night Mother. And I was called at a very early age.
So have you always been the matron of the sanctuary?
No one joins the Brotherhood
How
and
old are you?
immediately steps into a position of power. That's not how we do things. I had to prove myself, show that I was dedicated to the Night Mother and her tenets. I served for many years before I earned my title.
Had to clean a lot of toilets, huh? Have any advice?
The sanctuary has always been my home in the Brotherhood, if that's what you're asking. I've seen the Gold Coast change over the years, but that's enough questions about me. I wouldn't want to think you were taking my measure for some reason.
Oh, no. Just, maybe these measurements. So I heard the Dark Brotherhood is looking for, something about the Dark Brotherhood had a member murdered or some bullshit like that.
Where did you... Oh, they were discussing that at the Noble's estate, were they? Bastards. It's true. Someone has been killing our brothers and sisters. When the hunters become the hunted, it's like the world has gone askew.
So any clue who it is?
We're investigating the matter. It's not unusual for our pasts to catch up with us, and it's not like we have a shortage of enemies. We'll learn the identity of this killer, and then there will be a reckoning.
So who would dare challenge the Dark Brotherhood?
True. Few have the audacity to openly oppose us, but there are many who would love to see the Brotherhood abolished. This feels different. Stay vigilant. Keep your eyes open and report anything you notice as you execute your duties.
Execute our duties. Any advice?
A little ambition is good for the soul, but only a little. Complete the contracts assigned to you. It's as simple as that. Every life you send to Sithis pleases the Night Mother and raises your profile. Complete enough jobs, and you'll be rewarded.
And what happens as I advance?
We'll trust you with more difficult contracts, assign you more high-profile targets. The awards are greater, and we'll ask you to help with matters of importance to the Brotherhood. But don't get ahead of yourself. Start with Elam's contracts first.
Alright. Goodbye. So what happens when I want to get out?
I heard we had a new initiate on the premises. I was just checking my notes and realized the details concerning you are sorely lacking. We'll need to rectify that before too long.
Well, matron suggested I introduce myself, Mr. Creepy Lizard Man.
She did. Interesting. I wonder what she's planning this time. Well, I'm certain everything will become clear, eventually. Even you, I suppose.
Clear, like... Well, why do they call you Green Venom Tongue?
Aren't you familiar with the cherished Black Marsh custom? Consuming various venomous concoctions to bolster our natural immunity? I drank so much my tongue turned green. Ha! The new initiates fall for that every time.
You drank a lot of paint as a kid, didn't you? Nice to meet you.
And you as well, initiate. I look forward to interviewing you at length when you have some time. For my journals, of course. I keep meticulous records. I'll help you, you'll help me. Isn't that what the Bretons call a win-win?
No, that's pretty much what everyone calls a win-win. So let's learn more about you. I'm guessing that you're a lizard man?
What more could you possibly need to know? I am a shadow scale. My life begins and ends with the Dark Brotherhood.
What's a shadow scale? Like we've never been to an Argonian place before.
I could have sworn I explained this before. Let me check my notes. Well, like other Argonians born under the sign of the Shadow, I was taken upon hatching and trained to be an assassin. That makes me a good killer. A very good killer.
So you're born into a life of assassination and you don't know anything else. You could be actually a really good librarian and just don't know, do you? Do you like living here?
What an intriguing inquiry. Attempting to ascertain if I actually like it here, or something more subtle. Well, like or dislike is meaningless. I serve the matron as I served my former sanctuary, and as I served Black Marsh when called upon.
Former sanctuary? So you've been someplace else other than this?
The river carries us where it will, and that's all I prefer to say about that at this time.
You fell down a waterfall.
I was there. Now I am here. As are you, Initiate.
We touched the nerve, guys. Is there actually something in that book, or are you just like looking at blank pages?
Perhaps, depending upon what you mean by something and me. Rest assured, whatever musings and observations I record herein are strictly confidential.
It's Argonian porn. Hopefully it's not Khajiit porn. Any advice you want to share?
Now this one I know I've written down. Study the 5 tenets. Learn them. Memorize them. Live them.
Learn, memorize,
There's a copy
live.
in the sanctuary. Someplace. I'd let you look at this one, but I don't let anybody read my journals. That would be inadvisable.
Does it keep it? Let me guess. Your journals have like the secret shipping that you do in here. All the different people that you want to like see to get together. Hell, anything else?
Such a curious mind. Then listen carefully, Initiate. Contracts must be taken seriously. Always obey the matron's instructions to the letter. And don't get yourself killed. Though that probably goes without saying.
Mm-hmm. Touching all your books. Touching all your books. Touching all your books. Hey, you're not important, but we'll talk to you anyways.
I've got more bounties on my head than anyone else in the sanctuary. It's not that I get caught in the act of killing, Night Mother forbid. It's just that I appreciate a good challenge. So I let a witness notice me every so often.
Hello, Mirabelle.
So you're the new initiate. You're certainly cuter than the last one.
Oh, you're cute too. How you doing?
And why wouldn't she, darling? I am her favorite after all. As a matter of fact, I'm everyone's favorite.
I can see.
I'm sure you'll agree soon enough.
I already do.
Anyway, it's a pleasure to meet you. May the Night Mother forever hold you in her cold and loving embrace.
Can I get into your loving embrace? Are you always this forward, or is it just me?
Forward. Believe me, this is my shy and unimposing side. After all, we wouldn't want to give my beloved Simbar the wrong idea, would we?
Ah, damn it.
Find me later, and I'll show you what forward really looks like.
Well, I'll just distract him and get rid of him. Later? Well, where later?
Oh, you really are too easy, my darling. I'm just having fun with you. I suppose I get that from my family heritage. The Motiers are rich, powerful, and blessed with good looks, and a wicked sense of humor. Just play along and enjoy.
So you came from a noble family.
Oh, there's nothing noble about my family. But I left that all behind. The wealth, the boredom, the servants waiting on me hand and foot. One day, I strangled my handmaid with a golden chain. And here I am. Life in the Brotherhood suits me.
Well, what should we know?
You shouldn't know anything, darling. We're a secret organization, after all.
I forget that constantly.
I suppose I can tell you that we serve the Night Mother. Her cold embrace binds us together.
Bondage!
Never dishonor her. Our contracts aren't mere tasks. We carry out her will.
Never disappoint Mother. I understand, sure.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, where the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. These words, as part of the complex ritual, form the Black Sacrament, the means by which those in need pray to the Night Mother.
And we consider contract to some people that make prayers.
Our mother hears the prayer and whispers to the listener. The listener sends a speaker to arrange the details and create the contract. Then the speaker selects an assassin to carry out our mother's will. It's more than just a job. It's a calling.
It's a cult! Well, it sounds like the Brotherhood really worships the Night Mother.
This just got much too serious for my taste, darling. Let's talk about something, oh, I don't know, more decadent. Like how I'd be nibbling on your ear if Simbar wasn't here. He's watching, isn't he? Maybe a little nibble is in order,
Oh, go ahead. He's watching right now. Come on, come a little closer. So have there been other recruits lately?
A few. The speaker sends new initiates to the sanctuary every so often. New blood, you understand. Before you, there was a charming young lad from Glenumbra. Van something, I believe. A shame, really. He was too scrumptious to die so soon.
I heard a few members have been murdered.
Mind your tongue, initiate.
Oh.
We're the murderers, not the victims here. But I suppose the circumstances were somewhat unusual? Someone left Van pinned to the wall of the inn in Kvatch, held up with multiple daggers. When I find the villain...
Oh, sounds like you had a crush on somebody.
You don't hunt the hunters. The Brotherhood hunts you. Anything else is a crime against the natural order. But enough of this dark talk. We're just working ourselves into a tizzy. I'd much rather get excited about something more enticing.
I'd like to get more excited about something, Be seeing you later. Simbar, just go away, please. Go get arrested or something, please. Hello, Tinnik.
So you're the new recruit, huh? No, don't tell me your name. I'll, just call you New Blade. It's easier to remember, and, it's not like I'm gonna know you for very long. Yes, New Blade. That's so much better.
And so much easier to voice act, isn't it? Ah, big miss. Thank you for the hosting. Well, why do you think I'm going to be around for that long, huh?
Oh, I didn't mean to offend you. I just believe in full disclosure. We've lost an initiate and a fully trained assassin recently. Mirabelle's in denial, but I know what's happening. Someone's hunting the Brotherhood, and you make a tempting target.
Well, I can take care of myself, I'm sure. I mean, I'm a Boy Scout, build a fire out in the woods, you know, defeat them all like Ball. Yeah, pretty good, and, you know, also I'm kind of an immortal that just respawns at any way shrine that he goes to.
Sure you can. So could Derisa. She still ended up face down in an anvil alley with her throat slit from ear to ear. Whoever murdered her has some impressive skills. I'll give them that. Stay sharp, New Blade. We're not alone in the shadows anymore.
Well, what's your story, man?
Oh, it's a long and sordid tale, full of romance.
Yep.
Or if you prefer the short version, I was apprenticed to a smith in Sentinel. Loved
Short
the
version.
trade, hated my master. He liked to hammer more than just metal. When I had enough, I killed him.
Yay! That's a happy story. And now you're a recruit for the Brotherhood, huh?
Oh no, that was just the beginning of my story. I was young and stupid back then. I ran, but apparently not far or fast enough. Got to spend some quality time in a Hammerfell dungeon for my actions. 8 years, if I recall correctly.
Sounds terrible. Drop the soap much?
Well, it wasn't sunshine and camel milk, but I survived.
It was another type
Met
of
some
milk.
people, learned some lessons. When one of the guards got slumpy, I was ready to act.
Do you get
Was
seconds?
that? Of course, my old life was over, but at least I was free.
So how'd you wind up in the Dark Brotherhood?
Hey, I had to make a living. I was branded as a killer, so killing was what I did. Worked for the crime boss Bashira for a while. Then I had a visit one night. The speaker scared the piss out of me, but I couldn't refuse his generous offer.
Especially saw you after he saw your crotch all wet, huh? Well, anything else I should know about the Brotherhood?
The Dark Brotherhood has been good to me. They taught me to focus my anger, to let the Dread Father work through me.
Better than therapy.
An income, and a set of rules to live by. Life makes sense to me here in the Sanctuary.
There are rules. There's no rules in an assassin's area, isn't there?
Oh, New Blade, there are always rules. The trick
Screw
is
the
to know
rules.
what they are before you get your hand caught in the sweet roll box. For us, it's all about the 5 tenets. I'm sure there's a book about them somewhere in the Sanctuary.
We heard that somewhere, but, you know, we're not going to go find it. Hell, tell me about the murderers of our brothers and sisters.
Dorisa and Van. One was an experienced assassin who knew her business. The other was a raw recruit with hardly any blood on his blade. Kinda like you, New Blade. It could have been coincidence, but I think they were targeted by the same killer.
What makes you think the murders are connected?
Just a feeling, I guess. And the way they were left for all the world to see. Someone was proud of their work and wanted everyone to know it. And it had to be a professional. Dorisa was too good to be taken down by an amateur.
Or she just fucked up. Oh, you shared the suspicion with the matron?
Matron Astara tells us what to think, not the other way around. But yes, we've talked about this. All we can do is stay alert and try to figure out who's behind the murders. Until then, we're just jumping at shadows. Very dangerous shadows.
Shadows! 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 Ooh, book.
It's all right, little one. Just a new smell. Your new brother or sister must be here. Do you want to meet them?
Who's a
Come
good
on
girl?
now, Hilda. Don't be shy.
Who's a good girl?
Sorry. She can be skittish around strangers.
Oh, has somebody been filling your pecs up?
New sister! Welcome! Welcome! You need anything at all. You come to me, yes?
I need you to be a little bit more quiet. You're kind of yelling into my ear.
Of course! It's important to get to know everyone. You're part of the family now. And family helps each other. It's what we do.
You can't hear anything I just said, did you? You're deaf and you're just yelling at me. So why do we have a werewolf in the cage here? Is it your pet?
Oh, that's not a werewolf. Well, I guess it is. But it's also little Hildegard. She's really sweet. But you'll need to say hello later. She still doesn't have the hang of controlling her transformations.
Hildegard sounds like she has an interesting story.
Hildegard is like the little sister I never had. But her true family was awful. They drank the blood of werebeasts. It's a dangerous practice, but not entirely unheard of in Nordlands.
Mm-hmm.
They even forced their children to participate.
So that's how she became a werewolf?
We assume so. But as to why she can't control her transformations, that remains a mystery.
Puberty.
She lost control one day and hurt another member of the tribe. They cursed her and she ran away. I found her later. She was confused, alone, nearly mad.
Buck naked, I'm guessing. Well, at least she's lucky she didn't attack you then.
I'm a skilled hunter. Taming animals is almost second nature to me. It took time, but she came to trust me. Accepted me as her big brother. Before that happened, though, she nearly tore my face off. See? I still have the scar.
This one here? Oh, yeah. Well, tell me about yourself, Cor.
I always liked to hunt and fight. I became a soldier, but that turned out to be more about waiting around than actual battle. So I sold my sword as a mercenary, made some enemies, and soon found out that other sellswords were being paid to kill me.
And yet you survived.
Indeed I did. kept a low profile in town, spent most of my time in the wilderness. I almost decided to stop running, and then I found little Hilda. She became my reason to go on living.
Well, how did two Nords end up in the sanctuary?
Well, you know, there are some things we just don't talk about in public. I hope you understand.
Mm-hmm.
I will tell you that we love it here. We're part of the best family in the whole world. And we're glad to have you with us. I'm sure Hilda agrees.
I'm sure she agrees too. She wasn't hiding back in the cage there. Silver Werewolf. Story about Hildegrade. One day, while hunting rabbits, Why do you cry? said the wolf starred. My mate is gone, my children's gone. Oh god, it's furry fanfic. I'm getting out of here. Let's read the 5 tenets anyways. Tenet 1. Never dishonor the Night Mother. To do so will invoke the wrath of Sithis. Never disappoint Mother. Never betray the Dark Brotherhood or its secrets. To do so will invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 3. Never disobey or carry out the order. Carry out an order from a Dark Brotherhood superior. To do so will invoke the wrath of Sithis. Tenet 4. Never steal or the possessions of a Dark Brotherhood or Dark Sister. To do so will invoke the wrath of Sithis. And Tenet 5. Never kill a Dark Brotherhood or Dark Sister. To do so will invoke the wrath of Sithis. God damn it. Like, Sithis has got to be very wrathful for this family. What can I hear the wrath of 5 tenets without hearing the string? Like, yes. Hello, Mr. Dark Elf.
You must be the new initiate. I've heard some unbelievable things about you. Still, you can't be too good. Your name hasn't appeared on one of my contracts yet. What? Oh, that's a Dark Brotherhood joke. Don't you have a sense of humor?
Yes, yes, I do. Okay, I'm supposed to talk to you?
Did she now? Are you sure that's what she told you to do?
Nope.
Wouldn't want you to get in trouble your first day in the sanctuary. Now that you're here, we might as well discuss your training.
Training?
Don't repeat what I say.
Don't repeat what I say.
It annoys me.
It annoys me.
Now, where was I?
Where was I?
Your training.
Oh yes, your training.
Complete a contract, receive a reward. Prove yourself, and more significant contracts will be made available to you. It's simple, really.
Yeah, we get it.
I don't expect you to last a week, but as long as you're still here. Ready for your first contract, Initiate?
Sure, let's go kill people.
Not everyone appeals to the Dark Brotherhood through the Black Sacrament. For those with copious